everybody. I'm trying to get my hands a little lotion before y'all come on. They're really dry. I hope you're good. Happy Monday. Monday, November 9th. Gosh, we're heading right into the holidays, which is good because I have a holiday project to share with you today. If you're here, please say hello. I need to make sure my messages are on so I can see you. Say hi, where you're from. Hi, Donna. My neighbor just decided to mow right outside the window, so I hope that doesn't affect the sound. I don't think it'll be too bad, but he's pretty quick. So hopefully it won't bother everybody. Today's project is going to be, turn my camera around. I always get this part confused. There we go. Okay, I need to get rid of one more box that I can see but y'all can't see. This little treat box. It uses a half sheet of cardstock, so you could get two treat boxes out of one 8.5 by 11 inch piece of cardstock, and it holds 2 Ghirardelli chocolates. Ghirardelli. I received one in a swap, and she had 4 Starbursts in there. So I know there are different things that you can put in there. You know, just use your imagination. It's not huge. I thought it would be fun to have a basket of these by the front door, and as guests come and go, to hand them one. They'd also be fun as little party favors or to set at a place setting during the holidays. If you embellish them a little kid-like, they'd make excellent little class party favors. I don't know if the kids are allowed the holiday parties right now because of COVID, but you could still send a little treat in for the classmates. So to make the treat box, we are using the suite from the products from the Poinsettia Place suite that is on page 15 of the Holiday Mini. And if you do not have a Holiday Mini, I would love to send you one. Just give me a little message in the comments below, or direct message me, private message me, and I'd be happy to send one out to you. We're going to use the stamp set. Actually, we're using the bundle. When you purchase the bundle, you save 10%. This is my favorite product in the holiday catalog. It's my favorite suite, and I'm not usually a flower person. Hi, Mary. But you get the dies and the stamp sets when you purchase the bundle. And the dies will cut out all of these images. And there's also a little embossing die. If you're not going to use the stamped image, you can just do plain embossed flowers. And I have an example right here. But this is the, I just used the die, the cutout die with the embossed die. It's hard to see in the camera, but can you see the little embossed petals? And there's the embossing on the leaves. These samples are from a class that I had. I think it was maybe my October or September card class. But we used this suite and the paper from the suite. So I just wanted to show you all the different things you can do. Hi, Connie. The little white things look like fidget spinners. The beaded pearls? They kind of do. I ran out of beaded pearls and I need to order some more. Here's one that's made with the, what is this paper called? The Poinsettia, Plush Poinsettia Specialty Paper. It's kind of a flocked paper. really pretty. I didn't even want to put a sentiment on that one. And here's one made with the red velvet paper. I hope you can see the plushness of that. Isn't that beautiful? Anyways, those are some samples using the bundle, but today we're going to make this little treat box, and it's real easy to do. Later on today on my blog, I'll have all the info, all the measurements, and the cutting guide. Hi, Betty. For this box, because it's I screwed up once today, maybe twice, just getting the the guide, but it's because I was trying to do it too fast. I suggest, and what I always do when I'm doing a 3D project is I grab some copy paper and then I try and figure it out using that before I start cutting into my nice good cardstock. But I'm basically going to show you how to score, and then we're going to remove these portions, and then how we're going to fold it to create our little treat holder. So I've got a piece of real red 5x7, and I'm going to use my stylus. And on the 5-inch width, I'm going to score it at 1.5 and 3.5. I love to use my Simply Scored tool when I'm doing a 3D project, especially when it has a lot of scoring. Then I'm going to turn it, and on the 7-inch side, I'm going to score it at 2 inches, 3 1/8 inch, 3 7/8 inches, and 5 inches. And that's all the scoring. And like I said, on my blog later today, theplaidpoodle.com, I will have all of that scoring information along with the replay of this video. So if you want to make your own little treat holders, you can stop and start the video and just go step by step. Now I'm folding on all the score lines and burnishing it with my bone folder. And now we're going to trim. So I'm going to get my little guide out here so you can kind of maybe follow along with me. I think is there going to be room for all of it? All right, we're going to cut down to the second score line and cut just this portion off. We're going to cut down to the second score line. It's going to be my mantra. I almost did it again. Cut that off. I must have kind of a brain. It wants me to cut that whole thing off for some reason. Phew. Now I'm making myself nervous. Yes, Donna, they would make beautiful fall place settings. And instead of the little sentiment, you could put someone's name on that. Wouldn't that be cute? Okay, this is going to make our box. Do you see how that all worked out by following the guide? Cutting on the black marks, then you end up with this. Okay, this is going to be the top of the box, this little part. So I'm going to punch that. So this is the Delightful Tag Topper punch, and you can punch up to 2 inches wide. So 1, 1.5, and 2, or anything in between. And so I'm going to stick both ends of this box to finish off the top into the punch. You could also use a die if you had like a circle die or an oval die, or maybe you have a label die that would work just to finish the top off. Or you could leave it square as well if you wanted to. So this is how that's going to go together. Now we're going to put some glue, and I like to use multi-purpose liquid glue. You guys know that because it gives me a little wiggle room if I mess up. And I'm just going to fold these in. And you just want to make sure everything's kind of squared off. And by using the liquid glue, it gives you a little minute to just kind of get everything in place. I'm going to wipe some glue off my fingers. Use my bone folder. And I got glue everywhere. That's what your box will look like. Whoops, I'm off camera. There we go. And then you can tie it shut at the top. So you can, like I said, it can hold 2 Ghirardelli chocolates or whatever. I bet it would hold some nugget chocolates very well, or the little mini candy bars. Probably 4 of those, maybe. So, pair of earrings. So that's the box. You can, and then you can embellish it any which way. And we are going to embellish it with our Poinsettia Petals bundle. So we're going to do a little bit of stamping. But first, I'm going to wrap some designer series paper around the box, and that will cover up this little score mark that we needed for it basically was a cutting guide for us. And this piece of DSP is, how big is it? I think it's about 1 1/4 inches. I didn't put, oh yes I did. 1 1/4 inches by 6 1/4. I just kind of liked a simple print because we're going to basically cover it all up with our flowers. And I'm just kind of it's a, like a little belly band. So I just wrap it around the box. I'm putting where they meet in the middle on the front of the box so that the flower will kind of cover up that that intersection, the line from the paper. I'm going to scooch that down just a little bit. Whoops. There we go. I didn't want it up so far. And by using that multi-purpose liquid glue, it gave me a little minute. That's why I like to use it. Okay. Hi, Carol. Thank you. Okay, I'm using the images from the stamp set. I'm using not the mini poinsettia. Actually, yes, I'm using the small poinsettia stamp. It looks so small on there, but it's actually rather large. And I need 3 of them. You could probably get by with 2, but I stacked 3 of them. And then I also did 3 leaves. These are in real red to coordinate with our cardstock and our designer series paper. And this is garden green, which is also in the paper, not in this print, but in the other coordinating patterns. So I need 3 of these. And they all fit on. This is a 5.5 by 4 1/4 inch piece of Very Vanilla. This paper actually coordinates with Whisper White, but it's just got kind of some of the prints have a little yellow on them, and I thought the Very Vanilla worked better than Whisper White on this. So I went with the Whisper White. And then while we're stamping, let's go ahead and stamp our little tag. And I took the Happy Holidays from the stamp set, to make a little tag for the box. I'm going to have to get my head in here, y'all. That's a little crooked. Let's do it this way. Now you might see how bald I really am. There, that's a little better. Okay, my stuff dropped, so hold on. I'm getting my exercise today. Okay, then you're going to die cut this all out with the coordinating dies, which are, I would cut all the flowers out and then all the leaves out. Whoops, there we go. And I have already done that. You don't have to watch me do all that. And we'll set our tag aside for now. And then what I did with the flowers is I just kind of used my fingernail and oh my gosh, sorry. The neighbor is mowing and his dogs are barking, which now my dogs want to bark. Maggie, Soxy, come here. Come here. Isn't it professional when you tune into watch me? It's just it's a circus. I may have to go let them out, y'all. I think my husband is in a meeting himself, or he would come down. There they go. Get in your bed. Okay, I hope you see what I'm doing. I'm just I use my thumbnail just to kind of bend those leaves and give them a little dimension. And then I'm taking some mini dimensionals. I hope I haven't been off the camera. For some reason, I don't need one on the top one. I just need one on the bottom too. And then I'm just kind of putting them on each other at an angle, layering them on top. So it looks like a real full flower. I kind of like the 3 layers. I tried 2 on my at the beginning, and I really liked the 3. Oh my goodness. Raise your hand if you have a dog. They usually just sleep right under my desk here. They have a little bed. But Sherman and Luna next door are a little excited, so they think they need to get excited too. Okay, then I took the leaf images. Hi, Laura. Thank you. And you know me, I just put a little glue and just tuck them in there any which way, wherever they look good. You have 2 dogs, Mary. I have 2 dogs. They're buddies. Betty has Zoe, 140 pounds of dogs. That's so funny. I guess I have, they're both about 15 pounds. So I have about 30 pounds of dog at my house. You have leaf blowing going at your house. Well, my neighbor's mowing. I think it's our last kind of nice day. He's probably wanting to get his yard ready for the bad weather. And I'm going to use my thumbnail again and kind of prop up these leaves. Okay, we're almost done. For the center of my flower, I used 3 of these little champagne rhinestones. I couldn't decide if I wanted to use red rhinestones, but I thought champagne would be more realistic. So I'm just using the littlest ones. And I have the worst time getting them up, but there we go. You could probably bundle about 5 of them on here, but I'm cheap. I think embellishments are just to embellish, not to overkill. And I think 3 look nice. You could also use the little the pearls, but they're more of a white in my opinion, and I've used very vanilla here, so I didn't think that would look too good, and I'm out of the pearls. I need to order some more. Okay, and the last thing is the little tag, and we already stamped that, and I'm also using a punch for the tag, and this is the Lovely Labels Pick a Punch. And I've probably shown you all this trick before, but I just use a little scrap of cardstock and put the tiniest bit of adhesive on there and use it as a handle for my punch. Yeah, this is going to be more like it. Oh, I bet. Everyone stopped mowing for the game. Yeah. We went to Lowe's to pick up some stain. Bruce is refinishing our dining room table and chairs. It's going to be gorge. And we needed some stain, more stain. And there was nobody in Lowe's. We went on our way home from church. And I said, all the people who would be doing their projects are watching the game. Okay, then I wanted something glittery, so I just took a little scrap of gold foil and ran it behind the tag. I just wanted something to sparkle under there. You could also use ribbon if you wanted to, or a piece of cardstock. I don't know how I did it. Did I do it that way? I just cut it at an angle on the ends just to give it a little something. There we go. And then I did prop it up onto the box with a Stampin' Dimensional, so it didn't get hidden under there, under all those flowers. It's a lot going on. There's just a perfect spot for it. There's probably a lot of nice sentiments on the Itty Bitty Christmas set, which I don't have and I keep wanting to get, and I never do. But I bet there'd be some perfect sentiments to fit in that little spot, although I stuck with the stamp set. So then I just took a little length of this sheer ribbon. It is also part of that Poinsettia Place suite. And closed up the box. I always take more ribbon than I need. There we go. So that's it. Wasn't that hard? Even when you mess up, it doesn't take that long to finish. It's just the cutting and scoring. And like I said, I don't know what I did with the guide there. I just piled everything on top of each other. I'll have this guide plus the written instructions over on my blog in about an hour. And if you'd like to try making your own treat box. Thank you all so much for joining me today. I love you so much, and we will see you Wednesday for Coffee and a Card. Be on the lookout tomorrow for day 3 of 12 Days of Christmas. If you haven't signed up for that, I will put a link down below in the comments. It's not too late. Every email I include links to the previous projects. So be sure and sign up for that, and we'll talk soon. Bye-bye.